Hi there, I'm Greg from RVHaulers, and this is the RV hauler named Outlaw. I like that name. If you would like to see, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna load and offload and practice loading a smart car on the back of Outlaw. If you'd like to join me, and most importantly, if you'd like to see the folks and meet the folks that are gonna be taking Outlaw on their travels, join me in this video. Let's do it again.
Up here and turn it.
A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You can go another
Can I go a little bit
3 inches.
Oh. Still?
Yeah, another inch. Good. Okay.
Set it in the cubby. Go on.
But what? Now that you've met Outlaw, let's swing this camera around and meet the folks that trusted us to build their RV hauler for them. We have Deborah and Thomas with us today. Sometimes from Texas, sometimes from Minnesota, sometimes from all places in between. And I'm pleased to introduce you to them. And I'm just gonna listen like you folks and see what they have to say. We have spent a few days together doing some training, loading a smart car, hooking up to a trailer, and I've asked them if they would share a few words. So here we go. I gave these folks absolutely no warning. There is no script. I asked this. We just came from the kitchen table having some sandwiches for lunch, and I asked them if they'd be willing to share a few words. So here we go. May I ask who would like to be willing to start?
Sure, I'll start off. So Greg, we cannot thank you enough for the work that you did, the work that you and your team did on Outlaw. We are very impressed with the fit, finish, look, vibe of Outlaw. It's exceeded our expectations, and we know we're going to love it.
I'll ask a question.
Sure.
You folks are practiced travelers. You're moving out of something into something.
Right.
Tell us about what you're doing these days.
Yep. So our evolution, we started with a Dodge Dually 1 ton, pulling a 44-foot DRV, and it could pull it, but it would be nerve-wracking. Well, we moved from that to a sport chassis, which gave us a stability that we appreciated, better stopping power. But what we were really missing was the ability to safely include in the mix the smart car. So that was kind of what pointed us toward Gregg. And again, without having a truck like Outlaw and the bed that Gregg and his team put together for us, we wouldn't have that ability. So we're very happy.
I hope he'll take you safely traveling for years and years to come. Okay, I'm going to do it, Deborah. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What do you think people need to know? You drove Outlaw. What do you think people need to know?
It's not as hard as it looks. I've never driven something that big. Our Freightliner was quite a bit smaller, but it's actually was not that hard to drive, and Gregg is a patient, excellent teacher and answered all my questions, showed me how to do it. We even did a medical alert if something happened while one or the other was driving, and he gave me confidence that I can do this, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome. Okay, we have a deal. We have a deal, right?
Yes, we do. I'm gonna be a super grandma driving that Outlaw into where my son and daughter-in-law will be looking with my grandson, but he's only 8 weeks old, so I'm gonna show Dan and Sarah that I can do this.
Awesome.
And while she's doing the driving, I'm going to enjoy being a passenger or maybe catching a nap back in that sleeper.
Yeah, it's going to be comfortable, and like I say, I know it's exceeded Tom's expectations, and it's a beautiful looking truck. It's going to take us many places. I feel confident now with the smart car. That was kind of terrifying loading up and down, but we got it. I think we got it down pat.
We only have one regret. We wish we could have done this 6 years ago.
Yes, we wish we would have done it 6 years ago, because I followed behind in a Jeep Grand Cherokee for the last 6 years. So this is going to be very pleasant for me. I can be a passenger or a napper. Highly recommend it.
Well, it's been a pleasure for me and Carrie to host these folks, and we've shared some meals, we shared some lunch. I told a few stories, and I want to thank these folks for trusting us here at RVHaulers and the team to build their Outlaw. If you have any other questions about our can bed systems or our custom RV haulers, I really welcome you folks to subscribe to our channel. Something that really helps us is if you've seen something in this video, loading that smart car, offloading that smart car, if you have questions, please pose them down below. I love to get those questions and try to answer every one. I'm Gregg from RVHaulers. I love my RV haulers because it lets us drive safe. Please do so as well. And I hope these folks have many years of safe traveling with their Outlaw.
Thank you, Gregg.
Thank you.